Welcome to Quack Co, the board game channel where every video is 10 minutes or less guaranteed. And today we're doing a unboxing and first impressions of Mosaic by Forbidden Games. And I've not actually played this game. This is an unboxing for me and first impressions for Shira.
I got a chance to play this one at Gen Con and it was a lot of fun. Spoilers,
It's massive for one.
Massive, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. This game reminds me somehow of Through the Ages because of the civilization component.
Okay.
And it reminds me of Anno 1800, where everything you do is good for you and is just propelling you forward to winning the game. And you have to be the one to discern which is the correct path.
I mean, two fantastic games to compare it to.
Yes.
For one, a story of civilization. In Mosaic, you will guide an ancient civilization from its founding. Your decisions will determine whether it will thrive and be remembered as the greatest civilization in history, or falter and be lost to the sands of time. Which leader will guide you? Which technologies and advantages will your civilization research? Where will you find your starting city? Will you focus on expansion or productivity? Will your people be great builders or great thinkers? Will you build soaring wonders or trade networks? Will you found new cities and towns or recruit powerful armies to create an empire? Will your people praise you during a golden age or curse you for an oppressive taxes? Each decision that you make is another shining stone in your civilization's unique mosaic. I love civilization games, for one. I really don't know much about what we're entering in here. So what are all these tiles that you just moved out of the way?
Lots of tiles, and that is what you are going to be trying to accomplish. Let me start with the board. Give me the board.
All right, you want the board.
The board. Because the board is a huge part of this game.
Production quality is already insane.
Yes.
We have a ton of inserts, a ton of places to organize stuff, dual layered boards here.
This game has so many different mechanics involved.
Big board.
It is a big board. Scooch over just a little bit more.
But I'm showing the people the boards.
Okay.
Look how nice they are.
So nice. Alright, in this game, there is going to be an area control aspect here on the map where you're trying to put out your troops and take control over these maps. You're going to be building different types of cities. There's going to be coastal cities and other types of cities. You're going to be working on your defense. You're going to be trying to be building up your population and developing the technologies and building wonders. And then there's taxes and tariffs and military. It's a lot. And so these are a lot of the wonders and the temples and stuff that you get to build, and a lot of the end game victory points that you have involved.
This is some chunky cardboard.
So these are the achievements. Like, these are, if you have all 9 unique pillar symbols, you're going to be making this massive tableau in front of you with all of your cards that are going to allow you to do more set collection and powerful actions. Yes.
I like wooden pieces.
Yes, those are the resources components. Food, stone, I believe those are knowledge. Yep.
Yeah, scrolls.
Yeah. And so, like, there's the multiples, there's the
fish,
singletons, and like the sets of 5. And so these we played with actual, I think they're in here, 3D, like, printed miniatures and meeples. This is first player component, but these are the different types of city tiles, and each, grab those small boxes because each color, yeah, these are the different types. I believe these are actually,
these are the wonders.
Yeah, those are the wonders.
So we have the Colosseum, we have
these are all the different wonders. There's the Colosseum of Rome, the Colosseum, the Colossus of Rhoden, the Great Library, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Hanging Gardens, the Great Pyramids, the Sphinx, the Stonehenge, the Temple of Artemis. And each one gives you victory points at the end of the game for a different, or mid-game, for different ways of scoring your civilization. Those are the coins.
Very nice coins.
Yes.
Big fan.
These are the
Love a good set of metal coins.
These are all the different player colors, and these are all the different types of buildings you're gonna have. So, like, these are like the waterfront buildings. Oh my gosh, the farmhouses. So many different types. These are the, yeah. So we have all the upgraded components. These would be the non-upgraded components. These are the coins. These are going to be scattered across the board, and they are going to be flipped, and you're going to be able to collect them as you expand and put down different buildings.
A giant stack of technology cards here. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of stuff going on here. Let's take a look. Oh, on the bottom here is going to be all of our player trays.
Yes, that's what I'm waiting for you to grab.
Let's take a look at this.
So you're going to have, those are the miniatures and stuff. Yes. So you have different types of buildings, you have different types of people, and while the sculpts sometimes look similar, they're actually different types of buildings. Like, so this is one type of building, and this is another type. These are like 3 different types of buildings. I believe they're...
Yeah, it looks like you have a castle, you have a dockyard, you have a garden.
You have a lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have different types of buildings, and you're going to be building throughout.
So is this primarily civ building? Is it primarily area control? Is it tableau? Like, what's...
All.
Yeah?
Yes.
Everything?
Everything. So you're going to have a different government. You are going to try to be accomplishing these achievements and building these wonders. And this is where your endgame scoring comes into play. But there's not really... One of my complaints about this was that there wasn't really a great Fantastic Player Guide with all your actions. It was kind of take a look at what is available on the board. You can either take a build action, you can either work, which allows you to create more population, you can either do a technology, you can either do like a tax or tariff. So there wasn't like fantastic player aids for what your actions are available. But you gain a... So the actions, this is kind of also summarizes some of them, but not really. You can gain population, you can build a city or port city, and they'll tell you how much it costs. Build a farm or manufacturing town, build a project, a wonder, a technology, a military unit, move the military units, or a government.
So you played a full game of this.
I did play a full game of this.
What did you think overall?
It was like everything you did would give you more things. You start with your own powers, and then I went heavy for technology. I really enjoyed going down that track. And it was, like I said, everything gives you something else more positive to do. But in the technologies, you're going to be having these different symbols over here. And based on how many of these different symbols will allow you to grab other technology. So some of them will require the technology, you have that symbol before you can build it. And then they give you a power or ability or some resources. So like some of them get more expensive. Like this one is super expensive. You have to have these 3 resources, and then it gives you an additional resource. And some of the set collection is having like 6 of one type of resource, 6 of another symbol, 6 of one type of symbol, 6 of another type of symbol. And so that I went heavy down technology. I know I played with Alex from BoardgameCo and Meg from Professor Meg, and we each took different strategies. Meg went heavy on the unique types of resources, the goods that are specialized. Alex went a lot more area control, and I went a lot more technology. Mm-hmm. And I actually won, but our points were relatively within the same range, which was nice that you can take different ways down this path and still come to the end goal.
What's your opinion of it right now? Are you excited to play it again?
I am.
Is it coming into the permanent collection already? Like, where's it stand?
I need to play it a little bit more before it comes.
Because you love area control games.
I love area control game, but I didn't feel it was so heavily
area. You went technology.
I went technology. Mm-hmm. I went more Euro based, because that was what I was anticipating the game was going to be.
Sure.
I thought it was going to be more Euro civ building in nature, and it turned out there was a decent component of area control, which I didn't do very well at. Okay. I think going into it now, I would shift my focus and evaluate if that was my better strategy. So like these are the players you play as. They give you a starting symbol at the bottom of them. And then they give you your starting resources and a special power and ability. So like some of them are more military focused, like the general is more military focused. I believe I had the artist, yes, because I went heavy down that. I went heavy down this purple path because at the end of the game, you gain 1 victory point per purple at the end of the game.
Sure.
And then I had 3 more cards that gave me 1 point per purple at the end of the game.
How long was the gameplay?
The gameplay lasted between, I think it was around close to 2 hours, including the teach.
It's not bad for how expansive this already looks.
Yes, I'm a little bit intimidated by setup.
I'm already insanely excited.
It was really nicely organized because you just kept all of your pieces. Finding the pieces was annoying. Like I almost wanted to do a wash so I could be able to discern the different pieces better. But like even amongst your military units, you'll notice there's different sculpts, and some places will reference your cavalry versus your troops.
Sure. Well, I'm insanely excited. I want to play it. Hopefully we can get this to the table soon now that it's unboxed.
Yes.
That's it.